Yes, I love the clicky thing. Awesome. And I was talking with my pastor in New Jersey, and he's like, well, you know, when you're going through seminary entrance and stuff, just tell them what they want to hear, and, you know, just plug away, you know, and still stick to what you know is true. And I thought, well, that's not right. So I started calling. I was talking to someone with the LCMC, and he said, well, you might want to check out this new seminary, it's ILT. And so then I got in contact with Dr. Bielfeldt and got registered. So, but the very sound doctrine that's taught, just talking with the professors and talking with Dr. Bielfeldt when I was first looking into ILT, just that sound doctrine that was based in Scripture, which was really important to me. I would say if you're considering ILT, it's definitely, as far as seminary goes, I would say it's very cost effective, especially when you get into the classes and into the actual studies that you're doing. It's not, you know, it's not cheap study. You know, the studies aren't cheap at all, but the cost is acceptable. It's decent, it's doable, and also the flexibility of it. You know, there was a class that I was able to do independent study and kind of work with the professor, you know, and be able to watch the classes on my own time, and which again, homeschooling kids, sometimes that's, you know, important to have some flexibility. So the flexibility, the cost, and definitely, again, it comes down to the teaching. I love Pastor Rainierson. Love him. I've had him since my first semester, and I love his style. I love his personality. You know, but he also, with his easygoing self, you know that there is a huge depth of faith that he has, and huge depth of knowledge that he brings to the table. So I love him, and I love Reverend Rasmussen. He is just like on fire, which I love. So I think that they're probably the two that just stand out as like, love it when I have class with them. So, yeah. I love it. I really do. I feel like my knowledge has just grown. You know, my first class that I took, I sat down and, well, I took Greek and I took Lutheran Confessions in Context. And I had the Lutheran, and Isaiah, but I had the Lutheran Confessions in Context with Dr. Bielfeldt and Reverend Rasmussen. And so we're going around and everyone's talking, and all of these big things come up, and even at the end of the semester, you know, these names, these philosophers' names and these church leaders' names of the early church and stuff are being tossed about, and I'm still sitting here going, what the heck is an Occam? It's a who. A who is an Occam, you know? And so I kind of had to sit back and go, okay, I will get there. I will know this one day. You know, this is why I'm in school. These professors did not come in here or come into seminary when they started knowing who these people were, what these ideas were, what this, you know, was all about. And so, so with that, then over the past few years in all of my classes, in all the reading, just the amount of knowledge that I've gained has been amazing. But what's more amazing is that with all of that knowledge, the depth that I've seen in my own faith and in the formation of theology that I'm understanding has also grown. And, you know, it kind of it kind of caught me off guard once. Just recently, a woman came up and she said, I need to ask you, you know, I really want you to speak with my son, you know, considering your background and everything. And I was thinking she was talking about theater. Like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, I'll help your kid find a monologue for an audition. You know, I've done that a ton. And she said, you know, I think he's really struggling in his faith. And that was the first time someone had come to me as, or at least like where I really realized, oh my gosh. And the crazier thing was that I had some answers for her, you know? Whereas a few years ago, I would have been kind of, yeah, let's think about something here and find some answers for you. But it's been this progression of, I don't know what better word to say other than depth of knowledge, depth of theology, depth of faith. And it's just been amazing. Like if I step outside of myself and kind of view my journey, my experience objectively, it's just incredible. So, and I would say that's because of the sound doctrine again.